Hi, my name is Michael Bond, and I've discovered something I call 3D math. With 3D math, you'll never need to use pi again. You'll calculate the circumference, areas of circles exactly, the volumes exactly. You'll never need pi, and it's super simple. I know it's hard to believe. I don't believe it myself most of the time, but I've tested and tested and tested. Now, how I discovered this is with what I call 3D math. Now, there's a paper at the end of this whole thing. If you want to see the theory behind it, you can read the paper. Most of you don't want that. You just want to know how to use it. Okay, so I'm going to write down the main theory or formula for this. Very simple. If you don't understand 3D math, it might not make a lot of sense. Okay, basically, a length with 3 dimensions over the root of 3 is equal to a length with 2 dimensions over the root of 2. Now, 2-dimensional lengths, that's squares, cubes. 3-dimensional lengths, and that's circles, spheres and stuff like that. So, how do you use this? Let's start here. We've got just a container here. I want to know the area, so we measure the diameter, and we get about 72 and a half. I don't know if you can see it very good there. Okay, so from our formula there, so we know the diameter, that's the 3D length. So we're going to divide that by the root of 3 and multiply it by the root of 2, and we're going to end up with a 2D length. Okay. If you do that yourself real quickly, you'll end up with 59. Okay, and with 59, okay, you want the circumference? It's at 59 times 4. Okay. If you want the area, it's 59 squared. If you want the volume, it's 59 cubed. The radius, the radius is still a 3-dimensional number, so you just take your diameter and cut it in half. So this is what we've done basically. Here's the circumference of this circle, okay? Like I'd already figured it out. It comes out to 236. This is a cube that I made up with after the conversions. It comes out to 59. Good. You just got to trust me. It's 59 by 59. Basically, what we did was we started out with the circumference of the circle, and then we changed it into a square. We folded it in half and half again, and we ended up with a square. So the circle and the square have the same circumference. And since they have the same circumference, we guess that they should have the same area. The proof is in the paper. I'm not going to go into that right now. And sure enough, it does. When you go to use the old math, you get numbers that are way out because they're just approximations. And they use pi. I guess that's all of it. You're just going to have to read the paper and understand this 3D math. And I can't go into it too much longer. So once again, the main formula, okay, very simple to use. Length with 3 dimensions over the root of 3 is equal to a length, 2 dimensions over the root of 2. Now, 2 dimension, that's your square. 3-dimension circle. 2-dimensional lengths, that's what you use for the circumference, the area, volume. 3-dimensional lengths, that's what you use for the area of a circle, the diameter, radius, circumference. Well, I urge you to read the paper. It might be a little confusing. I made it as simple as possible. There's all kinds of tests and proofs in there you can do yourself. It works, and once you see the paper, you understand it, just like the formula. It's so simple. It works every time. It's got to be right. So my name is Michael Bond. I live at 349 George Street, Toronto, Ontario. Phone number is 647-766-8170. Email Porsche928bond@icloud.com. If you have any comments or anything, please feel free to text me. Once you finally realize that this stuff is real, please pass it on to somebody else who has, credentials or something. I've got a lot more papers I'm going to put up later on dealing with dark energy, dark matter, expanding universe, light, sound, but those will come up later on. Currently, though, I wanted to say this. I'm having some legal problems. I'm an innocent man. They're trying to throw me in jail because they don't believe I understand physics or math. So if anybody wants to give me a donation, I'd greatly appreciate it. You'd help keep an innocent man out of jail. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.